Hi guys, back with another video. This one I'm actually going to do my Christmas haul. All the stuff that I got as gifts for Christmas from my wife, mom, sister, brother-in-law, mother-in-law. I even think my sister-in-law got me something. But yeah, this is pretty much all my Christmas stuff, which looking at the pile here is actually quite a bit of stuff for me being a Blu-ray fan. Yeah, I'm gonna kind of go through, kind of show what I got and everything, as you can kind of see from the titles here, and then we'll go from there. As you can see here, at a Texas Chainsaw Massacre box set that I'm gonna do an actual unwrapping video, as I call it, because it's not really in a box that I'm taking it out of. I'm just unwrapping it. So I'm going to do an unwrapping video on that separate, so I will talk about more on that in depth on that. So I just wanted to put it here to include it. But as you can see, it's still all wrapped up and everything. So I will do that later. And then I will try to find a way to fit it on my shelf here, because I got quite a bit that I'm going to have to move around. So that's going to be fun. Alright, so I'm going to start off. I kind of separated them into category. Kind of weird that way. I did all my horror and thriller stuff here. TV show stuff I got, and then the randoms. So first, we're going to start off with some Scream Factories, which I love Scream Factory. They're my favorite boutique Blu-ray company. They put out a lot of good stuff, which I've showed in one of my videos before. I might go do an in-depth on all my Scream Factory, but for now, this is some new stuff to my collection. So first is Misery with Kathy Bates, James Caan. Great Stephen King movie here. Man, it's one of some crazy scenes in there. I know it's not full horror. I guess it'd be more thriller. But yeah, that ankle breaking scene is definitely one for the books. And then next I got the Larry Fessenden collection, which is 4 movies of his. Don't really know much about these. I haven't really watched them, or any of his movies he's made. I've seen them in movies. Like one of my favorites, Late Phases, he was in. A couple other movies that I have. He also produces a lot of movies like Stakeland and whatnot. But these are personally his movies, and I've never really seen them. And so this will be all new stuff for me. There's the movies there, No Telling, Wendigo, Habit, and The Last Winter. I heard Wendigo is really good, and I love kind of that the Wendigo myth and everything, so that might be pretty cool. But these are all brand new, so I'll check these out for that. And then I got a IFC Midnight Scream Factory release, Extraterrestrial. Haven't heard much about it. Looks cool. Looks the box and everything. So always down to watch new movies, so. Then next, I got Joe Lynch's Mayhem. I guess this is more of a thriller, action thriller, not really horror. But Joe has done some great horror movies before. I'm actually a big fan of the Movie Crypt podcast he runs with Adam Green, who also does some great movies. But this is his new one. Familiar face there. Stephen Yeun. Everyone knows where he's from, so I don't need to say, really. But I got this in 4K, so I'm really excited for this here. Big Joe Lynch fan. Next, I got Bob Clark's I can't talk. Bob Clark's Children Shouldn't Play with Dead Things. Old school classic here. As some of you may know, Bob Clark has directed some of the best Christmas movies ever. In Black Christmas and A Christmas Story, which everyone gets to watch for 24 hours straight on Christmas Eve. So it's kind of funny how Bob Clark has made 2 of the best Christmas movies ever. One real Christmas, well, they're all both real Christmas, but a standard Christmas movie and a horror Christmas movie. All right, next I got Hammer Horror Classics, Volume 1, 4 good movies here. The Mummy, Taste the Blood of Dracula, Dracula Has Risen from the Grave, and Frankenstein Must Be Destroyed. Christopher Lee and Peter Cushing are in a lot of these, especially Christopher Lee playing Dracula. And I guess he's the Mummy too, as well, as it shows here. But yeah, so good Hammer Horror Classics. There we go. Next up is Ice Cream Man. Never really seen this one either. I know it stars the great Clint Howard. As you may have seen him in a lot of stuff. This one is a limited edition from Vinegar Syndrome that went on sale for Black Friday. Got that in, and I'm excited to check this out. I follow someone on Twitter, Freddy in Space, or John Squires is his real name. Loves that movie, always raving about it, so need to check that out because of him. Next, I got Nightmares in Red, White, and Blue documentary, narrated by Lance Henriksen. Great guy. Look at all those names up there they talk to. A who's who of horror. Great documentary. I've watched it multiple times on Netflix, but it is no longer on there. But now I have the DVD of it, so I am pretty happy. Next up is from Warner Archive, Night School. Haven't seen this one either. It's actually a lot of the stuff I haven't seen, so it's a lot of good stuff I'm going to be keeping me entertained for the next few months. But yeah, I got this in. Next is Freaks of Nature, which is more of a horror comedy. Caught this on, I think it was Showtime one night. Really funny movie, cool movie. Pretty much everyone is either a vampire, a zombie, some part of the undead, and they all live together and cohabitate with each other, and aliens come and they all have to band together to fight the aliens. So pretty funny movie. A lot of good names in this too. And last of that section is the original Buffy the Vampire Slayer, which is one of my favorite 90s movies, and I love this better than the TV show. Yep, way better than the TV show. Good stuff. Alright, next I am gonna go over my TV stuff. I got Walking Dead Season 7, which normally I get these when they come out right away in August, but I kind of waited and just let it go until someone bought it for me for Christmas. So really love this show. I know a lot of people are crapping on it lately for the mid-season finale. Ain't gonna do any spoilers if you haven't seen it, but people weren't too happy. You know, I have faith in TV shows. I like to see them through. If I start them, I finish them, no matter how long it takes. But I've been watching these. Me and my buddies get together every Sunday. We watch that and have some good grub. So it's kind of a tradition. Next, I got Supernatural Season 11, which I own up to Season 10. So these are needed in my collection. Season 12. So we're pretty much caught up there. Great TV show. I've only seen up to Season 7. I haven't seen the rest. But I have them all on Blu-ray, so I can do that whenever I want. And hopefully we'll be doing that here soon. Next up, I got all 4 seasons of The Goldbergs that have been released. And I just recently started watching this show maybe 2 months ago. And man, it's hilarious. I love it. A lot of funny 80s nostalgia, good stories, hilarious stuff. And I'm just a big fan of sitcoms. So I got the first season, second season, third season, which comes with a slipcover, but the others didn't, so I'm probably just going to take the slipcover off because I like uniformity in my stuff on my shelf, and I hate when something's missing or off. Like I have the Star Trek The Next Generation 7-season set, and they all have slipcovers but 1 season, and it throws it off, and I'm not happy about that. Fourth season. Great TV show there. And then next for the randoms, these are 2 are actually for my wife got. She got Liar Liar, classic Jim Carrey. And Sweet Home Alabama. She really loves this movie. Yeah, it's alright. You know, has the dude from Tremors in it, so he's cool. And then, last but not least of these, I got the Beatle Anthology DVD set. It's a 7-disc or 8-disc set. 9-disc set because of the bonus disc. But 9 discs of Beatles Gold. Music videos, stories, live footage, anything and everything you think of if you're a Beatles fan is in here. And I finally got it after wanting it for years. Alright guys, well, that is what I got for Christmas. I'll be doing another unboxing video of the Texas Chainsaw Massacre Black Maria edition. And yeah, so we will see you again when I do that. But otherwise, you guys have a great New Year's, and see you then. All right, I'm out.